Ever feel like your emotions just take over? Like stress or frustration runs the show.
Yeah, totally hijacked, right?
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into something really practical. It's John Assaraf's 4R process for, well, emotional mastery.
It's a fantastic framework.
Our mission here is to unpack it, figuring how you can actually take back control of your emotional life. Go from just reacting all the time to consciously responding.
It really offers a clear path. It's not just theory, it gives you actual steps. Recognize, reframe, release, and retrain. We'll walk through how you can use these to manage your internal state.
Okay, let's get into it. First, R, recognize. Sounds easy, but I think, well, when you're in the thick of it, actually seeing the emotion is tough.
Oh, definitely. That's a great point. Often we're miles down the reaction road before we even put a name to the feeling.
Yeah.
So recognize is about identifying, being aware of that negative thought or emotion, or even a pattern of behavior as it's happening. And the key thing really is not to judge it, not good or bad. It's more about mindful observation, just kind of surrendering to the feeling for a moment.
Let it be there.
Yeah, exactly. Let it be there without judgment. You see it, you acknowledge it, but you don't have to let it run the show.
Okay, so you've spotted it, you've acknowledged it. What's next? How do you actually, shift that feeling? That must be the reframe part.
Precisely. Reframe is where you consciously work to transform it. You take that unpleasant thought or emotion and make it less powerful, maybe even flip it towards something positive.
How, though? Practically?
Often it's as simple as adding words. Seriously. So instead of thinking, I am angry, you might shift it slightly to, I am noticing a feeling of anger arising.
Ah, okay. Creates a bit of distance.
Exactly. That little addition gives you space. The idea is to sort of play with the thought or emotion. You're showing it who's boss, basically, instead of it bossing you around.
Yeah.
You're changing the story.
I like that, playing with it. But what if it feels really heavy, like a really deep-seated negative thought? Is playing still the right approach? Seems hard.
Yeah, that's a common hurdle. People sometimes try to just squash the feeling, deny it. Reframe isn't denial, though. It's about changing the lens.
No, just start small.
Absolutely. Don't aim for instant happiness if you're feeling awful. Maybe just aim for neutral first. If you feel overwhelmed, I can't handle this, could become, okay, this feels challenging right now, and I'm figuring out my next step. See? This just opens a little crack of possibility.
Got it. Okay. Recognized, reframed, then comes release. I've heard this idea that emotions are super short-lived, like they only last 90 seconds or something. Is that real?
It's actually one of the most mind-blowing parts of this. When you just observe an emotion purely, without adding stories or judgment, the actual physical sensation often lasts only about 90 seconds.
Wow, seriously.
Yeah. The trouble starts when we get caught in what Assaraf calls emotional loops. We start thinking about it, telling stories about why we feel that way, digging up old stuff.
Ah, so we keep it going.
Exactly. We get sucked in and keep feeding it. So release is about breaking that loop. You learn to just watch the feeling and consciously let it go. And the breath is key here.
Right, the breathing technique.
Yes. The method suggests taking 10 deep rhythmic breaths. Really focus in through your nose, slow and steady out through your mouth. That physical action helps short-circuit the mental chatter.
Like hitting a reset button physically. Makes sense. Okay, so we recognize, reframe, release. But how do we make the good stuff stick? That's retrain, right? Building new habits in the brain.
That's exactly it. This is where neuroplasticity comes in, the brain's amazing ability to change and rewire itself.
So cool.
It is. You actively create a new neural pathway, use a positive affirmation, so there's a polar opposite of the negative thought. Then, and this is crucial, you visualize it. You feel the new positive state you want.
Emotionalize it.
Yes. And then you anchor it, celebrate. Every time you catch yourself and use the process, give yourself a win, like a fist pump, or say yes out loud. Anything that feels empowering.
Like a little reward signal to your brain.
Exactly. You're programming positive feedback. You could even link that new feeling to a positive memory from your past to make it even stronger. Reinforce those new thoughts, feelings, actions.
So this whole 4R process, recognize, reframe, release, retrain, it sounds like a really complete toolkit, Very actionable.
It truly is. It's
Yeah.
practical. It's empowering. It gives you a clear method for managing your emotions day to day, rather than just being swept away by them. You're actively building new mental muscles.
Definitely. So here's something to think about. What if getting a handle on your emotional responses is way more doable than you thought? What if it's just waiting for you to practice these steps? Something to chew on until our next deep dive.